sitting with my colleagues Uday Pratap Singh, senior editor, Shivani Singh, senior editor, and Ms. Joyita Basu, senior editor at the Sunday Guardian. I welcome and thank all of you for joining me. Today's focus is on Melody. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has gifted a packet of Melody toffees to Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni during his visit to Italy. That's the last stop of his 5-nation tour of the European countries. That gifting of the packet of the Melody chocolate is very ironic, of course, coming from the melody phrase that has been coined for the two leaders after all students of geopolitics worldwide observe their personal chemistry.
I think she herself coined it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Giorgia Meloni coined it.
Yes, I do remember that again was put out on social media, and this time again, Prime Minister Modi took that forward with the gifting. But now the political debate over that has again sprung with Rahul Gandhi attacking the Prime Minister Modi for gifting that packet to Giorgia Meloni, saying you are there gifting toffees when the economy is in a rage. Farmers are not happy, students are not happy, nobody's really happy with what's happening in the economy. So,
See, Kriti, the fact is the opposition will always oppose. The word opposition has oppose in it as well. So anything you do, it is going to get opposition from, of course, Rahul Gandhi. He is the LOP after all. But yesterday was a different issue, the Norwegian journalist. Today is, of course, another issue of Giorgia Meloni and, of course, Prime Minister Modi's toffee gifting moment. Now, these are soft moments in diplomacy which are also very good. Let's not forget that the fact is that yes, there have been all these memes and there have been all these photographs which have been going around of PM Modi and Giorgia Meloni and their chemistry with each other. But this has also led to Italy-India relations at an all-time high. Let's not forget, Giorgia Meloni was one of the most vociferous supporters of India during Operation Sindoor as well. When she had come to G20 also, she had a very good meeting with PM Modi on the bilaterals, and we've seen relations get extremely close. She's also been one of the firm proponents of that India-EU FTA and having it done. So this has all led to great good ties as well. Now look, these soft moments always happen, and she came up, as Joyita ji was just saying, with that selfie. She said, let's break the internet. Here's Melody.
And it has.
And now on a lighter note, this is a made in India toffee. So what's the problem? Maybe the sales of it will rise as well. It's a great toffee. I'm sure we've all had it in our childhood. And if now the Italian PM is endorsing it, well, what's the harm? It's make in India.
Absolutely. So bilateral talks are also slated for later today, and Joyita ma'am, it's of course more important because visit is happening after the European Union and India trade deal has been finalized. And let's not forget that Giorgia Meloni was one of the great votaries of this trade deal. What is it for India to pick up and for European Union, especially at a time when transatlantic alliance is at seeing its all-time low?
Well, one of the reasons why we have been pushing for that FTA and the reason that it happened was because of diversification of trade that we needed at a time with the rise of Donald Trump. What we saw is that when it came to our trade partnership, we got a huge hit at that time. Forget about the politics of whatever is going on in the US, whether the Supreme Court is approving the tariffs or not, whether their Congress and Senate, whatever happens, that is their internal domestic politics, whether the tariffs are all removed. But he has again imposed some kind of 15% and extra stuff like that. So those are not the issues. Once you realize that this is your Achilles heel, or this is a real chink in the armor, when I'm talking about the trade policy as a whole, you have to diversify. And so that is why that FTA was very, very important. Italy has played a very important role in that. And you see, there are so many Italian companies that are in India who are already working here, who have setups over here. And we also are constantly looking at, in fact, Italy is investing there. That is very important. And then, of course, in terms of trade relations, when it comes to, we are talking about, say, leather, gold jewelry, diamonds, fabric. These are the areas that we can work, we are working with Italy. And even otherwise, when it comes to technology, energy, so many things are there.
Yeah.
And one good thing that is about Giorgia Meloni is that, she's very transparent when it comes to her expressions, when it comes to her. She's very transparent. She doesn't like Trump right now, and you can see it in her
And
face.
we've seen her videos with Macron as
Yes.
well.
And she's good at rolling her eyes, and also you see, that is what happens at the leadership level. Personal relationship always matters.
Yes, exactly. So how do you see this personal chemistry translating into bilateral ties, and are we expecting ties to be elevated after this visit, Shivani?
Absolutely, Kriti. I think one of the most important things for a country is the leader that leads it. If you do not have good relations with the leader, the country obviously, governments keep changing, the policy shouldn't. And if Prime Minister Narendra Modi has time again proven that if you have good relations with a particular leader, you can again elevate those ties, even if it's seen a certain low. And that same thing is translating over here with the Modi and Melanie, or the Melody, partnership. And when we talk about ties, there is this strategic joint partnership that India and Italy have signed for 5 years, not just for a singular year, for 5 years. It's a long-term plan. You're looking at defense, you're looking at clean energy, you're looking at cyber security. These are things that India wants to invest in. These are things that India wants to look forward to in the next 5 years, and Italy will be a major partner for
Yes.
us. Apart from this, we're also looking at the IMEC, which is the Middle East corridor, which will be an answer to what China is doing, the Belt and Road
BRI,
Initiative.
yes.
So this will be
CPEC.
our answer to China. So obviously this will help India grow its ties and also its popularity, obviously, with Melody trending.
Yeah, if I can add something about the IMEC thing, their port of Trieste, Italian port of Trieste. Giorgia Meloni is very keen that the IMEC should, when it comes to the gateway to Europe, that port should be the gateway to Europe.
Yes.
And that IMEC, India, Middle East.
Which is why
corridor.
this entire visit of PM Modi's, this 5-nation tour has been extremely strategically selected.
Yeah.
Each of the
Each of
places
the
he's
countries,
visited,
yeah.
be it the Nordic Summit, be it the UAE visit earlier, be it now this meeting with.
Clean energy, because right now we are seeing a fuel crisis. That's where we want to go towards. And
But what is
that's what-
still concerning is how Norwegian media is behaving, the racist cartoons that they're putting forward.
Absolutely.
Yesterday we had this discussion on Haley Ling, and today this another op-ed piece that was published in a Norwegian, and stereotyping India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, should we also start doing that? Should we also call out the Norwegian
I think
leaders?
you
And
can
should
be-
we publish a stereotypical
You can be
cartoon of them
fully
in farming
pressed, but you
uniforms?
need to be responsible.
And this is our free press page.
No,
Is this
I
our
This is a
free
pattern.
press
This is a pattern of this foreign media also.
Yeah.
You see, when it comes to the Nordic countries and India, the relationship is very extremely important. So no, I think we are more sensible than going for a tit for tat
Yeah.
response
Yeah.
and spoil the relations. What instead we need to do, we need to go for. In fact, I was having I was recording
With
my Sunday
ambassador,
Guardian,
yes.
with an ambassador about what exactly the importance of the India and India Nordic relations. So you see,
And they have these kind of meetings only with the US apparently.
Yeah.
So it's a big thing for India.
it's
now.
a very big thing. So you see, they are looking at India as a destination for investment. And also you see, because India is also at the same time, if you're looking at India, India is the gateway to the global south.
Yes.
India is looked at as the voice of the global south. So when they're very particular and they're very, very serious about green technology, climate change and all. So once it comes to India, it will automatically go to other global south countries.
Yes.
So it is very important for us also. We need that investment. We need that technology. So you see, we cannot just say, just because your media is uneducated and stupid, I'm going to use a very strong word, stupid, we are going to do that. What is needed here is that people to people relations must must be kind of raised to a level where all these misconceptions that these journalists have, the so-called journalists, so that they can come out of it. They know nothing. They're so ignorant.
And we must also address the electorate of Norway, right? Country of 55-56 lakh people, with most of the population being of electorate being Muslim majority. The leaders, the journalists, pardon me, not the leaders, the journalists who are publishing these papers being close to China, all of that has to be
Yes.
taken into account when we are addressing these things. So who are they trying to appease? I am running short on time. I am running short on time. We'll have to
Norway
end
has
this discussion.
Norway has presented their highest honor
To the Prime Minister.
So that in itself shows a lot.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I think, like ma'am said, we need people-to-people contact that will help, others understand the value of India.
Right. So who should Norway trust? Norway has answered for itself by honoring the Prime Minister. We'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching this space. On NewsX, keep watching.